Hello, and welcome to the Tartan Topiary. I'm Mary, and I'd like to invite you into my library as we look at this week's book. Comforts of Home, Tailor-Made, Family-Friendly Interiors, written by Andrew Howard. Andrew Howard is a celebrated interior designer known for his vibrant take on traditional designs. His work has been featured in numerous national publications. Andrew's design aesthetic is characterized by a subdued maximalism that exudes both timelessness and a modern edge. Andrew was named by House Beautiful and Traditional Home as one of the top young designers in America, and he was also listed among Sotheby's top 20 American designers. Andrew was introduced to interior design at an early age. He began working at his parents' design firm, and as they say, the apple doesn't fall far from the tree. His parents are the very talented designers James and Phoebe Howard. Andrew's projects often include a touch of playful whimsy, with his decorated ceilings, vibrant wall coverings, and his bold mix of patterns. From a residence in the city to coastal retreats, Comforts of Home is a great example of balancing style and livability. With the stunning photography by DeWitt and Eric Piasecki, the book showcases Andrew's signature approach with interiors that are as joyful and welcoming as they are refined. The reader is offered a behind-the-scenes look at how thoughtful, family-friendly design can transform the way we live. As Andrew puts it, the homes I design aren't just about how a room feels, but how you want to feel when you're in that room. Andrew Howard writes in the introduction, "It's been a few years since I first had the chance to invite you into the pages of a book. I've had the pleasure of helping many families create a happy space, and I've made this book to help others create their own happy space." Throughout the book, Andrew shares what he calls life lessons. Many of these life lessons are centered around passion, patience, creative courage, practicality, and the power of curiosity. Along with the striking photography, the text is thoughtful and enjoyable. Andrew is versatile and practical, and he brings personality and charm to every page. Comforts of Home is the perfect mix of bold patterns, bold color, and bold design. Comforts of Home, tailor-made family-friendly interiors that feel just right. Written by Andrew Howard. This book has 256 pages. It is published by Harry N. Abrams, and it originally retailed for $50. I hope everyone has had a lovely week. For me, this week was dedicated to the end-of-year cleanup and removal of holiday decor. I can honestly say that I think this is my least favorite time of the year. If you're like me, packing away Christmas decorations can feel a little bit like closing the door on a moment that you're not quite ready to say goodbye to. And this always makes me a little sad. I walk by the Christmas tree probably 10 times a day, and each time I'm filled with a warmth that comes from the soul. It just makes me happy. It's filled with sentimental ornaments, some that were handmade by my children, some are heirloom ornaments that once graced my great-grandmother's tree, and there are so many others that serve as a reminder of travels or life events. Each ornament has its own story and a memory that is attached to it. The removal of the glowing warm lights, the sentimental ornaments, and the festive decor can instantly make my house seem a little too plain. And while this may not be a clinical diagnosis, it's at this time that the January blues become very real. I am keenly aware that I am removing something that makes me very happy, and I feel that I should replace it with something that makes me as equally happy. And this may seem logical, but it took me a few years to figure out that this did not necessarily have to be the end of a happy event, but it could be the beginning of a different but equally happy time. It can also help to light a beautiful and fragrant candle, as well as making something very hot and delicious. I begin thinking about birthday dinners, book clubs, Valentine's Day, arranging flowers, and other occasions that give me something to look forward to. I mentioned a few weeks ago that I had begun keeping a gratitude journal. This really has been helpful for me. It's almost like resetting your brain and training it to see positive over negative. I'll read my last entry, which was yesterday. Today, I made an early morning stop at the grocery store. It was cold and the store was busy. But while I was in the back of the line, I watched an elderly lady who was having a difficult time placing her groceries onto the conveyor belt. The young man that was behind her stopped what he was doing and began to help. And with a smile, they started a conversation. The lady mentioned that she was making soup for her husband who was feeling under the weather. And before it was over, everyone in line was discussing their favorite soup. This small act of kindness made what could have been a very awkward situation a pleasant exchange, and I was grateful to have witnessed it. I hope you take time this week to do something that makes you happy, and if you can, do something that makes someone else happy too. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you'll join me next week as we look at Michael S. Smith, Classic by Design.